We just gotta let it. We just gotta let it. I wonder who it's from. I hope you guys know that reference. If you don't, go on YouTube or something. Anyway, I took my name and stuff out because I don't need y'all in my business. I'm gonna show y'all what it is. So, a few people have asked over this year and a half. I think I've had diabetes for a year now. I think, like, when I got the official diagnosis, there was some inklings of you might, that kind of situation. But I think the official yeah, we've done the test, you officially have type 2 was around January, so maybe late December, January, something like this. Anyway, it's been a year at least. And so, as some of you might know, there is a lot that goes into diabetes. And no one in my immediate family has diabetes. I didn't grow up seeing people dealing with this disease. So there was also a lot that I didn't know. And so when I got it, it was a lot of research. It was a lot of research, a lot of trial and error for me personally, because I started off with the finger prick. I don't know what the actual name of it is, but you know, the thing you hold up and you prick your finger and then you squeeze the blood out and all this, right? So that's how I started. And when I tell you guys, that process for me was mentally distressing on a daily basis. And it's mainly because, and not even because of the pain. Yeah, it freaking hurts to prick your finger. And for me, it really didn't matter which finger. This ring finger wasn't as bad as the other fingers, but did not matter. Didn't matter. And also because my doctor was trying to figure out what worked for me, what didn't work for me, blah, blah, blah. I had to prick myself 4 or 5 times. I would say 4 to 7 times a day, depending on how many times I ate, if I ate a snack, if I noticed that my blood sugar was running a little high in the mornings or something like this. So with that, it was a lot of, like I said, trial and error, and it was a lot of mental distress for me. And I was just like, there has to be another way. There has to be another way where I can get the numbers that she needs to, obviously not diagnose, but to work out what I need, what will work, what isn't working, yada, yada, yada. And so that's when I came upon these. And they are, give me a second. These, you won't be able to see them, so I will stick a photo after this so you can kind of see, so you can actually see what they're called. Dun, dun, dun. This is the one that I choose to use. Backstory as to why I have 2 of them. So this is by Abbott. I know I was going to say cosmetics. Lord have mercy. No. The company name is Abbott, and this is a Freestyle Libre 2. It's a constant glucose monitor. So in some of my videos, I'm sure you guys have seen, you will see these white things on the back of my arm, and it is those. And so it is electronic. It's a sensor that essentially goes into your body, well, outside, but there's, when you first do it, there's a needle. I will show you the whole process in a moment. And it stays on for 14 days, and it's a constant glucose monitoring. I can't show you exactly how it works because I'm using my phone to video, right? And so essentially I just take my smartphone, I'll use deodorant as a, so pretend this is my phone, and if I want to know what my blood sugar is, I'll just do like this, and it'll be like zzz, zzz, and then I'll look at my phone, and it will tell me a number, to tell me where I am blood sugar wise. And for me, especially lately, I have to watch in the mornings because sometimes I wake up and I'm hypoglycemic, like maybe I've slept too long or whatever, right? So that's something that you need to know because you can really get hurt if you don't know. Because I've noticed I get a little bit shaky. I start to feel a little bit anxious. And then I'm like, why do I feel like that? Because I'll like wake up feeling that way. And I'm like, why do I feel like that? And it's because I need to eat. My blood sugar is like that low that I need to eat. Like not so much that I like faint, but it's like, girl, you need to eat. So the reason why I have two coming out of this box is because, like I said, there is a sensor in here that communicates with the app on your phone. And so one in December and one early January, for whatever reason, it malfunctioned midway through. Like, and I told you I've been using these for almost a year now, and I really have never had that problem before. So the first time, I think I had about maybe 6 days left on it, something like this. And then the other one was 5 days. And so I was like, this is happening more than once. I need to email them and let them know that this is a problem or a possible problem, whatever. And also these things are not cheap. Like just one unit, this is just one sensor in each box. It retails for about, in Taiwan. So I don't know how much it costs in the US because you cannot buy these over the counter in the US. You need a doctor's prescription to get this from a pharmacy like Walgreens, CVS, whatever. I had that experience when I went home over the summer. But in Taiwan, you can buy it over the counter, and over the counter is about 2,200 NTD, which is about 67 US dollars. So it's not cheap. So it's almost $100. That's black people math. Anything over $50, I'm like, that's almost $100. So it's not cheap. But the peace of mind that I get from not having to prick my finger 5 or 6 times a day, I'll pay it. You know what I mean? Like, I would love it if it was cheaper. I would. But as long as I can afford it, I'm going to be doing this. There are other brands on the market. I didn't care for it. It was a lot more steps to use it than this one was. And I was like, I don't feel like learning nothing now. So I'm just going to stick with what I know. So I emailed the company and I explained to them, I attached screenshots and I was like, hey, I had an issue with a couple of your sensors. What can I do? And I didn't know what they would do. I was just wanted to let them know. And they were like, actually one of their representatives called me and she was like, hey, we got your email. We looked through, basically like my photo evidence and whatever. And they're like, we're just going to send you 2 new ones because obviously we know that you need this device, blah, blah, blah. And we got you, essentially. And so I didn't think they were going to come this fast because actually today is Thursday officially. And I think I spoke to her on Monday. And so I'm like, she told me 7 to 10 days. It's 3 days. I was like, okay, thank you, girl. And this is not sponsored, by the way. They don't pay me to do this. But if they want to, they can. Abbott, if you're listening, I will be your spokesperson. Okay, so I'm gonna insert a photo and then I'm gonna show you the process of me putting this on because this one is officially out. The 14 days is up and I'm gonna use the other arm. So yeah, hold on a second. All right, so open this one. So it comes with a little tape here. I just take some scissors, open it, and like this is the instructions in the back if you never used them before, but like I don't need to. So I just take the box out and then there is this little strip here. You take it, pull it open, super easy. And then on the inside, more instructions, which I don't need. And it gives you these 2 pieces here. Show you what they are in a moment. So this part connects to this part. Okay, well, to this part. So first thing you need to do is open this. using all of your muscles. Ayo. And so the inside looks like this. Okay, it's just a little container because it'll all click together, right? So then you have the other part. And so this part you will need to take and twist. You'll hear click. It'll open. This is what it looks like when I first open it. Nothing inside yet. And so, as you can see, this has a line, as does this. You make sure the two things are lined up. Let me make sure. Give me a second. Okay, so you make sure the two things are lined up. On the website, they suggest using a hard surface, like a cabinet or like a table or something, right? For you to like click down. I've done this many, many times, so like it's whatever. You push it together. Now you see on the inside it looks like this. Give me a second. I don't know if you can actually see. Ugh. Okay, so you can see the needle here, right? So before you saw it was empty, so when I clicked it together, it pulled all the things. And also around the needle is a sticky adhesive, which is why it stays on my arm through showers, through swimming. I think I can swim like, I don't know how deep exactly. So like I can't stay underwater because it is adhesive. It's not waterproof, but kind of waterproof, right? So I think you can have up to 30 minutes in the water, like of constant water without like drying it off. Because you don't want it to malfunction. I've already told you how much these things cost. But yeah, in the shower, all that type of stuff, I don't have to, you know, like think about like, oh, I can't get it wet at all. It's not like that, which I really like. So normally, give me a sec. So also because this is, I'm guessing like medical grade adhesive, after my 14 days, I always still have like a little bit of like residue. I don't like, even when I scrub and whatever, like a little bit by little bit comes off, but like, I mean, like anyway, if someone asks, I'd be like, it's from my device. Like, why do you care? So yeah, this one I said is not working. You're supposed to only put it in your upper arm area. It's not supposed to be like too far down or like down here on your stomach or anything. It's only approved to be on your upper arm. So you kind of hold your arm. You see where my old, so last time this was a little bit uncomfortable. I think like maybe, I mean, obviously we have nerves and stuff in our body, whatever. I think I might have hit a nerve because it was a bit uncomfortable. Excuse me, I need to place this first before I'm going to place it near where I placed it last time, but not exactly because that was unpleasant last time. Yeah, this should be okay. So as you can see, the old one was like here. So I'm going to put the new one around this area. I watched the videos for this a bunch of times because as you can see, like it's a needle in it, right, guys? Like it's a lot. You gotta psych yourself up. It doesn't hurt as much as pricking my finger did. So because it's just like a one stab, right? Because the other one is like a, I don't want to say a gun motion, but you know, it's like a click, like to prick your finger. So you're like constantly like waiting for that click. This one is based on you, okay? I'll see how quickly this go, y'all. I don't know. Sometimes I can just do it. Sometimes I'll be like, it's a lot. Sometimes you do gotta like psych yourself up for it. And I keep slipping. And so on the website, they said that you're supposed to just firmly like click it onto your arm and it should be fine. Let me see if I'm matching this. Give me a second. So it should be, yeah, along those lines. Yeah. Okay. I try to put it in similar positions because of sleeping and putting my arm like in the car, like all that stuff, because you have to be careful. Like still, you know, obviously like I've never had one of these snatched out, but Jesus, I don't want to experience it either. But yes, so yeah, it's a lot. So give me a sec. If it takes too long, I'll cut this part. Because sometimes you just like, the first time I did it, my godmom did it for me. And I was like, but then it was over so fast. I was like, oh, okay, it's not bad. But yeah, so I don't want to take a super long time with this. And also it's late, but it is okay. Here's hoping. And yeah, give me a sec. Sometimes I'm looking at this and I'm just like, are you in the right spot? Because sometimes it feels wrong. I don't know how to describe it to people who've never used it before. Sometimes it just feels like it's not in the right place. And I'm like, please, I need to keep you on for 14 days because like I'm not pulling you off, right? Okay, let's see. Okay, that was quicker than I normally do. I'm sweating a little bit. And like I said, it's not that it hurts. Like, it's actually, this doesn't hurt at all for me. Like, obviously everybody's pain level is different, yada, yada, yada. For me, it doesn't hurt. Like last time it was a little bit painful. Like I said, I think where I did it last time, I hit a nerve in my arm because like with the weight loss, especially, I have a lot of extra skin. So sometimes when I'm doing this, you'll see like these ridges here where it came from. Sometimes my extra skin, like if I'm putting it in a certain way, sometimes the skin will get a little bit stuck. Not to harm me or like make me bleed or anything. It's just like a pinch and it's uncomfortable. So gotta really be careful of where it is. So here's a new one. And you always gotta check the adhesives here to make sure that it is, like I know it looks white, but it's not. It's on my body. I don't know how it looks to the camera, but yeah. It's stuck there. I just usually go around once or twice again, just to make sure that when I get in the shower and everything, that it's fine. Oh, excuse me. So this is the old one, and normally after I put on the new one, I take off the old one. Now this one is painful because the adhesive is on my hair. So I just kind of like pull until it like finally releases me. Let go of me. Give me a second, y'all. Let me go. Let go. Let go. Ow. Ow. Okay. So this is the old one. This is what it looks like. Doesn't have much like blood or anything around it. Sometimes it does. And that's usually the times that it's a bit painful because I think, like I said, I've hit a nerve or something like this. But this one was fine. It didn't give me any pain, whatever. And it's just the needle, right? Let me see if I can just show you. So it's just like this. So I know what I showed you earlier. Thing focus. Okay, so I know what I showed you earlier. You see this part that was in my arm for the sensor looks different than the needle I showed you in the beginning. So the needle is just the part that, you know, basically injects this part to stick to my arm. So I haven't seen the mechanics of it, but I'm guessing that the needle doesn't stay. Even though I don't see it, I'm guessing that it goes into this or that trap after it's put on me, okay? So it's like this, right? After, you know, it was like in my arm and whatever. So, let go of me, okay? Okay, so yeah, for the people asking, and also I've had some people who have watched and they said that they might be pre-diabetic or diabetic. Just want you to know that this is an option for you. Instead of pricking your finger, which I do not care for at all. And like, you know, obviously if that's what you got to do, you got to do it, right? Like for your health. But if you can get a doctor's approval in the US, I don't know about the UK and all of that, right? But for people in the US, see if you can get a doctor to prescribe it to you. Obviously, it won't be free. I have not heard of an insurance that covers it, so this will be an extra cost to you. But you can get it from the pharmacy once you get the prescription for it. It's every 14 days that you will change. I usually change arms so I can let this one rest and then go to the other one, right? Yeah. I will show you guys some of the screenshots from inside my app so you can kind of see what it looks like. And yeah, I think that's it. I think. But yeah, like, this is already a super, like, obviously not the most horrible disease, but, well, not for me. Like, I can't speak for everyone's experience. It hasn't been super awful, but it is very tedious. And I would love to be in remission from this, hopefully very soon. And yeah, so to all my people who are having these issues with like blood sugar, and, you know, need constant monitoring, and people with PCOS, having this, you know, mess with your hormones and all this kind of, not the thing, but diabetes is also because you're becoming insulin resistant, right? So like you can't digest the carbohydrates and stuff like that like everybody else. And yeah, so if you're in this fight or just beginning this fight, yeah, know that I'm here for you, solidarity, and hopefully you have another option of ways to keep an eye on your blood sugar and hopefully go into remission so we can get rid of this disease, because it's expensive and tedious, and I like to eat way too much to keep concentrating on this. So yeah, so that's it for this week.